and community engagements in this region. We continue encouraging the citizens of this country to take up measures that will resolve land issues amicably without resorting to violence. Past have lives, persons have been injured, including security officers and civilians, and it is important for us to resolve their land issues. Our team are well trained to help communities, bring them together through barazas and through community mediations and arbitration to ensure that problems are being resolved amicably. I'm glad that some of the land challenges that we had even inside the conservancies have now been resolved because communities sat down with the help of religious leaders, community leadership, Ngao team, security team, investors who are here, and they have been able to resolve these issues amicably. Number two is that we have a problem here of cattle theft or livestock theft generally, and it is mutating to almost be like cattle rustling. It will be unheard of to continue speaking about cattle rustling in such a part of the country where the environment has so many investments. It's not even as complicated and challenging the way we face in other parts of Rift Valley like Samburu, Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot, Turkana. Yet some parts of this county are facing serious challenges of cattle theft or livestock theft that also involves proliferation of small arms. Guns are being used in this county, and the security team have been tracking persons who have been procuring ammunitions and guns from as far as parts of West Pokot County all the way to our border with Uganda and bringing them to this county, and then from Tanzania to bring also to this country and fueling conflict between communities. And I must say that I'm glad that the security team are on this issue. I have given them another 1 month to make sure that they arrest all these people, and I am extending an olive branch to all people who are holding illegal firearms to surrender to the National Police Service immediately and in a very amicable and peaceful manner. Take it to the next police station or next OCS, next security person before we come for it, because I have said that when we come for a firearm, when the security team comes for a firearm, it may be very painful and might be too late. It is important for you to surrender voluntarily the firearms that are in illegal hands, and the security team working in a multi-agency are going to do quick operations within the next 1 month to make sure that all the guns that are in the wrong hands are returned. We are very concerned that the combination of cattle theft or livestock theft and land conflict compiled with political and community incitements is going to continue being a very big challenge moving to especially when you are close to elections, and when politicians feel threatened politically, they quickly resort to the easiest thing, and usually the easiest thing is to incite the public to try to show this community is better than the other, or that to propagate a fight between communities. And this is something we are following up. I want to encourage all the leaders and all those who are aspiring to leadership to refrain from anything that is going to incite the public. The third issue that we are monitoring closely is the question of alcohol and substance abuse, and particularly proliferation of adulterated ethanol and other kind of alcohol that is combined together with smuggled goods from neighboring country. We border Tanzania here, and there is a lot of smuggling of goods here, but also some of the alcohol that is consumed in Narok come from Nakuru County. Some of them come all the way from Kisumu County, Kisii County, and all those places, which we are yet to visit, and we will see the measures that we are going to deal with, because some of these factories that are manufacturing this adulterated alcohol and spirits are actually in the neighboring counties, and some of which are coming from out of the country. There is also proliferation of drugs here, some cannabis sativa, and even hard drugs like cocaine are sometimes found, though in small traces, in some parts of this county. Again, we have said that we will have a multi-agency operation that will involve everybody, including our reservists in the National Game Reserve. The National Police reservists who are working there as rangers must work together in close collaboration with the other police officers in a multi-agency manner to make sure that our park is clean and that no criminal activity will be entertained in around these areas. The other issue that I want to quickly speak about is the issue of gender-based violence, including female genital mutilation, which is part of gender-based violence, and also the gender-based violence where spouses, couples, people are fighting is something that is also we are dealing with, especially the FGM. There are still community leaders, elders who are still encouraging and perpetrating acts of FGM, and we have told the police officers, the security team in the county to up their game to make sure that our girls and women are being protected from violence. And we are going to take this gender-based violence issue must be confronted for what it is, and part of it is covered by community cultural activities that encourage beating of spouses, especially women. And in some cases, we have seen where men are also being beaten by their wives. But it is more prevalent against women. And it's an issue that we must deal with and confront as a country. We must speak about it. We must deal with the stigma that comes with it. And also people who are ostracized in the society for coming out to speak about FGM, gender-based violence. And this is issues that we must deal with. The other issue is mining. Mining is a very important resource in some parts of Transmara. This is also on the border to Narok, Migori. It's also an area that there is unregulated mining that has been going on. I'm glad that the Ministry of Mining have been doing some operation clearing people who have no legitimate licenses. And we are going to continue working together with the Ministry of Mining to make sure that this sector is streamlined so that the investors can do their job in an environment that is beneficial to the community, and then we weed out the rogue community leaders who are giving out fake licenses and instigating into clan fights or community fights related to mining issues. Those are some of the issues. We're happy to go and listen to the Wananchi, and together we find ways of resolving those issues. Thank you. Excuse me. I'll take about 3 questions, yeah, and then we'll see where we go there from there. Proceed.
How does the ministry ensure faster and more transparent issuance of ID certificates?
Okay, thank you. Well, on the IDs issue, we are working on that. You will go and see shortly our mobile live capture machines that are going to help us to reach out to as many of our residents here as possible. We have a critical number of population that is not registered and they are of adult age, and this potential must be harnessed. As a ministry, we are procuring some vehicles so that we do mobile registration, especially for pastoralists. We want to make sure that we reach them in their manyatas and other parts where they are unable to access. Of course, in town here we have registration centers in a few areas. I think it's how many? 19, yeah? We have 19 registration centers for ID. That is huge. But still, because of the coverage, there are places that we will need mobile registration. And that's why we are showcasing our live capture machines as one way of ensuring that we will reach out. And you know that live capture machine has only, it just needs 3 people. And once the chief is there, the fingerprints officer there, and the registrar, things are done, finished, and all the information is uploaded, and you are able to print an ID within 3 days, and within 7 days, a resident will have gotten their IDs. These are some of the reforms that have happened. You know, now it is free because the president declared that we give out IDs for free. It used to be 300 shillings, it's now free, and as we take it close to the people, more of them will be encouraged to take it. Remember, the president also removed the unnecessary vetting procedures, which was affecting this county because it's a border county. Now more people can easily get their IDs like any other part of the country without being discriminated upon. And so that is an area that we are very keen on. The area that we are yet to get it right is the births and deaths area. We still have smaller coverage, and we are looking for budget to hire more staff so that we can also cover as many places as possible the way the ID registration has been able to do so. Thank you.
My name is Ruben Mutoti from 680. The former DP said that he denied actually those allegations of inciting Kenyans. Perhaps, what is your take?
In terms of inciting in relation to?
Relationship to inciting Kenyans, not as Shabab and terrorism. Maybe what is your emphasis on
that issue? Let me say this, that it behooves every citizen of this republic to carry out themselves in a manner that is patriotic and in a way that they can be considered responsible to their chapter